39 days. $29. Okay, let's accept. Oops, forgot to read it out. Commander, my name is Colonel Christian Mansdotter, CEO of the LCAF's First Tier Assault Regiment. We are a Special Operations Battlemech Command, sponsored by Archon Steiner, primarily staffed with former tier resistance expatriates from the Rasalhague military district and those of Rasalhague descent living in the Commonwealth. Since our formation, we've served with distinction. I'm proud to say that during the Fourth Succession War, First Tier were instrumental to the success of Operation Gotterdammerung, the Lyran offensive against the Combine that reclaimed a number of long-lost Lyran worlds and liberated multiple native Rasalhague systems from House Kurita's clutches. Commander, I'm contacting you because I need your help. And right now, I am counting on your reliable reputation to help me with the task that must be done. I can't say much in this transmission beyond that I'm in need of your services. If you're willing to work with me to see my mission through to completion, I'll do whatever it takes to make this endeavor worth your while. That is all that I can say of this matter at the moment. I pray that it is enough for you to come to our aid. Please contact me soon with your answer. Part for Kirkbach. Commander, you're a godsend. Thank you for signing on to help us out. To put it bluntly, tensions are high and about to reach a breaking point. During the Fourth Succession War, the First Tier liberated systems in the name of the Lyran Commonwealth under the promise that the Rasalhague natives of those systems would be allowed to take a more active role in the administration of our communities rather than live as an oppressed ethnic majority as we were under House Kurita's rule. Although the initial years of rebuilding under the rule of the Commonwealth started promising, it has since deteriorated as more attention is placed upon the upcoming FedCom merger. After the war, the Archon rolled the liberated Rasalhague worlds into the Tamar Pact, one of the three nations that formed the Lyran Commonwealth, and the nation that has historic ties to many of the liberated systems. Unfortunately, those ties are currently causing a great deal of anguish. Duke Kelswa has agreed to honor inherited noble titles, land grants, and property deeds held by families with ties to the liberated systems prior to the Kuritan conquest, escalating tensions between the nobles returning to lay claim to what they see as their property and the Rasalhague inhabitants that held ownership of the same property for centuries under Kuritan rule. This has caused everything from civil disobedience against Lyran nobles coming to press their inherited titles to forced displacement of Rasalhague natives. In the Kirkbach system, things are getting particularly bad, which is why I need your help. After you've made all needed preparations, go to the system's jump point. I've taken the liberty of pre-booking your jump ship passage to Kirkbach. I'll explain more once you're in system. Alright, it's time for the Rasalhague campaign prologue once again, but before we tackle the mission, there's a not so breaking news, where the Duchess of St. Ives rebuffs the annexation attempts of first Prince Hans Davion. It's what the headline says, and you know, Hans, not everything can go your way, and I guess be happy with what you've done in the Fourth Succession War, basically. I wonder if by this date, I wonder if Kai Alardiao has been born already. Probably 3029, 3031. I think he's probably, and him and VSD, Victor Steiner Devon, are probably have probably been born by now. I forget the exact years. Victor. Some people, well, to go on a tangent, I've seen people criticize Victor as a Gary Stew, but like he lost so much. You know, he was supposed to be the heir of the Federated Commonwealth, but then his sister fucked that up, and eventually he wasn't even a rule. He didn't even rule the once again sundered Federated Sons and Lyran Commonwealth. So I don't think he's a Gary Stew like some people criticize him to be, because he got fucked over so much. Anyway, let's not. That's a freaking whole rant in itself. That goddamn Civil War. Anyway. Alright. Christian Mansdottir says, "It's great to meet you, Commander. Thank you for coming. Over 200 years ago, during the early Succession Wars, Kirkbach was conquered by the Draconis Combine. Many who feared the Combine's brutal reputation relocated deeper into the Lyran Commonwealth, abandoning homes, properties, and noble titles as they fled. Once conquered, the Combine forced the migration of millions of Rasalhague families to Kirkbach, leveraging them as cheap labor to clean up the devastation House Kurita left in their wake. Now that Kirkbach has been returned to the Tamar Pact, those with ancestral claims to properties that still exist within the system have returned to claim what they feel is rightfully theirs with Duke Kelswa's blessing. This brings them into direct conflict with the Rasalhague families that have owned the same lands for generations under Kuritan rule. This mess was already foobar to begin with, but now Duke Kelswa has thrown Inferno Gel on the entire situation by enlisting the services of a mercenary group known as the Gotter Damarung Society, former Elkaf thugs and veterans of Operation Gotter Damarung that went mercenary to relive the glory days of the recent Fourth Succession War. And they do so by enforcing evictions, openly intimidating, and in some cases, physically assaulting the Rasalhague natives in system. All while in plain view of me and my first tier, who all have direct ties to the Rasalhague community. My unit and I agree that we can no longer stand on the sideline and let this happen, but our hands are tied due to our allegiance to the Lyran Commonwealth. We cannot openly move against mercenaries hired by our liege lord without risking a firing squad. Which is why I need your help. I want you to cripple the society so they can no longer oppress the citizens of Kirkbach. I've recently come into possession of the IFF transponder codes for a local pirate group by the name of the Blankenberg Beaters. I want you to mask your unit with their IFF frequency and cripple the Gotter Damarung in what will outwardly appear to be a pirate attack from known in-system hostiles. My second-in-command, Tor Miraborg, and I will monitor your progress live on comms and direct you as needed. Good hunting, Commander. 260.
hope the enemy puts up a good fight. I have some tests to run.
My unit fought and died in the Fourth Succession War to liberate the Rasalhague people from the abuse they suffered at the hands of House Kurita. But Duke Kelswa's hired goons, the Guter Damerung Society, have come in and treated the Rasalhague natives of Kirchbach like indentured servants. I can no longer turn a blind eye to the Tamar Pact's treatment of my people, but I cannot move against the Society or Duke Kelswa openly. I need you to take the Guter Damerung Society off the board, or the natives of Kirchbach will continue to suffer. Make a show of it as much as possible. I need this to look like a random pirate raid to avoid suspicion. Thor and I will be monitoring this operation remotely. Good luck, Commander.
Target destroyed.
We have incoming battle mechs. Transport. Identify them as the Blankenberg Beaters. Alert Colonel Kelswa that we're being assaulted by pirate forces. IFF codes appear to be doing their job.
A bit of good news for once. I'll take it.
Target acquired.
We think he was going straight. I have ejected all units of that.
Target destroyed.
Mech eliminated.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
More deck.
New target.
Roger. Focusing target.
Target destroyed.
Oh, the reactor on my kill is about to go crazy.
Another mech kill for me.
Commander, an unidentified dropship carrying active mech reactors just entered our combat zone.
Guter Damerung Society, Blankenberg Beaters, the people of Kirkbach will no longer stand by as you oppress our people. Shut down and submit to the tier, or be destroyed.
Magnuson.
Target
You
destroyed.
know him?
New target.
Yeah. His name is Shakan Magnuson. An old friend from the tier resistance of Rasalhague. Looks like he's become a bigger player in the movement since I last saw him.
Damn it. This complicates things. Commander, our main objective is still to destroy the Guter Damerung Society. Try to avoid contact with the tier at all costs. I'll authorize a generous performance bonus if you manage to avoid excessive damage to the tier forces. They might not know it now, but they're our allies in all of this. They will be marked as a third force on your HUD. Avoid contact if you can, but also don't let the Guter Damerung Society overwhelm them. If they force your hand, try to disable their mechs without destroying them.
Target acquired.
I'm reading half of the primary targets destroyed. Keep this momentum going.
Target acquired.
Damerung forces taking critical damage. You're almost there, Commander.
Shared target.
I'm reading no more Damerung targets in the combat zone.
Good work. Head to the exfil site at the marked nav points. Thor, do you have a way of contacting this Magnuson?
If my tier communication codes are still valid after all these years, I should be able to. Why?
I don't want another debacle like this to happen again. Make contact. Maybe there is some way we can help each other out here.
Okay, but I need to warn you, Christian. Hakon is highly ambitious and self-serving. Be cautious around him. He'll likely sell you out if he feels it suits his personal needs.
I'll keep that in mind. Make the call. We'll see what he has to say first.
We've got you, Commander. Prepare for extraction.
Let's get out of here. I don't know, maybe I'll keep one wolfhound. Nice, nice. Got some good XP from that. And Christian says, Commander, again I must thank you for your ability to adapt to an ever-changing situation. Thor and I have reached out to this Hakon Magnusson. He has provided further insight into the situation here through the eyes of the Rasalhague citizens. All three of us agree that the Gotterdammerung Society is the primary threat to peace here on Kirkbach. But Hakon has also suggested that the First Tier's exposure to this operation is too great. In his words, the Rasalhague natives cannot afford to lose the First Tier as an ally and a beacon of hope for our people. Reluctantly, Thor and I agree that our exposure to this plot puts us under a tremendous amount of unnecessary risk. Therefore, I am transferring the remainder of your contract over to Magnusson to see the remainder of this mission through. Make your necessary repairs, then report to him for further briefing from here on out. I pray that you two will find a permanent solution to our mercenary issue. Okay. Hakon Magnusson. He says, Commander, I am Hakon Magnusson, representative of the Rasalhague royal family in exile and the Tyr independence movement. Christian has transferred the remainder of your existing contract to me. I hope that this will not be an issue for yourself or any of your staff. We all have a lot riding on you. Christian had the right idea targeting the society, but failed to realize the true threat is not just them, but the one that hired them, one Nicole Kelswa, the niece of the current Duke of Tamar, Selvin Kelswa. She is here on Kirkbach to appease a number of nobles within her uncle's royal court to further cement her uncle's rule over his revitalized Tamar Pact, which means she cares very little for the well-being of any of the residents of the conquered Kuritan worlds. Her reputation inspires fear within the ethnic Rasalhague communities, so I believe the best way to serve the people of Kirkbach is to show them that the Tyr movement is willing to support them and stand up to bullies like her. I want you to attack a facility belonging to the Kelswa Guard, House Kelswa's private honor guard, and the Gotterdammerung's primary source of battlemech support, while under the banner of the Tyr. Christian will attempt to run interference to give us a window to execute this mission with minimal resistance from local LCAF forces. Don't let us down, Commander.
The nasty weather means your visibility will be limited out there and have adverse effects on your sensors. The lady in the air is gone. We're ready to go, Commander.
Attention. Prepare for Rasalhague departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
While the Guter Damarong Society might be the thugs terrorizing the Rasgalian people of Kirkbach, make no mistake, the one tugging their leash is Nicole Kelswa, Duke Selvin's niece. She and the Kelswa Guard are the ones that have contracted out the society as a private security force to bring Kirkbach into line with their bigoted ideals. The marked nav point will direct you to the society's
Nice.
primary base of operations. Raise it to the ground and end them. Christian is going to run interference and has tapped the LCAF command channel on our behalf. So I will take over as CO of this operation in his absence. Good luck, Commander.
Target destroyed.
Tier forces have crossed the perimeter. The Cutter Dammering Society are still undergoing repairs.
Target
Manslaughter,
destroyed.
where the hell are your LCAP forces?
This is the first I've heard that you need our assistance. You've always made it a point to cut my unit out of the loop in favor of your private security forces.
Target
Because I don't
destroyed.
trust you or your mountain monkey combine turncoats.
My people run us this world in the name of the Commonwealth. You will show them respect.
No, I won't. Not till they learn to
Target
follow
destroyed.
orders. And now I order them to destroy those tier terrorists. Or you'll answer to my uncle and your duke personally.
Raising my forces now, I will be en route shortly.
Our infrastructure is under attack. Get them away from those buildings.
It is operating at 50% capacity. Keep it up, Commander.
Target
And we're
acquired.
done.
Manslaughter, where the hell are you?
Target destroyed.
All power signatures across the facility have gone dark.
Commander.
Good enough for me. Let's pack it in and get out of here. Christian will need to make a show of at least trying to chase us down. Let's not be here when his forces show up.
Manslaughter, you and your collection of freeloading deadbeats have now failed in defending this district from those pirates and terrorists. Expect my uncle to be hearing about your incompetence.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Let's see how fast it'll burn.
Target
Engaging Commander's target. Rebel here. Enemy mech destroyed. Rebel here. That vehicle's trash.
target destroyed.
Quick smash and go. Not smash and grab, but smash and flee.
Target acquired. New target Warhammer.
Attacking shared target. This is Rebel. One left mech.
Target acquired.
Let's see how much you can take. This is Rebel. Reporting target destroyed.
They weren't good enough.
New target Thunderbolt.
Moving on. Lance target.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target
Pat. Let's go, let's go.
Another casualty.
New target javelin.
You want me to attack what now?
Let's get out of here.
Prepare for extraction.
Okay, nice, nice. Christian says, Commander, good work. Nicole Kelsable was furious that my unit failed to apprehend the pirates or the tier terrorists that attacked the society. She has laid the blame squarely on my lap and has petitioned her uncle to dismiss me from my command of the first tier. Friends of mine within the LCAF High Command have given me notice that state politics may force them to serve Kelswa, my head on a platter, to appease the nobles of the Tamar Pact in order to minimize tensions with the Lyran Commonwealth's nobility, which is currently strained enough by the upcoming FedCom unification and dissatisfaction with the Archon for propping up the Federated Sun's shattered economy after Comstar's interdiction. When Tor got wind of this, he spread the word throughout the first tier and held a secret vote without my knowledge. Through it, I've learned that my unit no longer has faith that the Lyran Commonwealth will do right by the first tier, or our people. They have repeatedly broken their promises, and have exploited our faith that things will get better, only to treat us with the same disrespect that House Kurita did. We've collectively made the difficult decision to abandon the Commonwealth and take our chances with Hakon Magnusson and the tier independence movement in the Draconis Combine. At least with them, we know that our lives will go towards saving our people, not further oppressing them. As my last act as a commissioned LCAF officer, I've approved your final payment along with a substantial combat bonus. I hope our paths cross again sometime, Commander. Until then, this is goodbye. Good free mech. I think we have 2 years until 2 or 3 years until we have to do the next campaign.